This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Crude Estate Trading Frank. It's Sunday evening. We have a great, phenomenal week coming up. July 4th weekend, Independence Day. Independence from, somebody tell me, independence from what? Which country?
Great Britain.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you fix your mic?
Great Britain.
Yes, independence from the English. You know, Boris Johnson, the latest prime minister. Yes, and I actually know London very well. Would you like me to talk English? Hello, would you like to have a tea with the Queen? Right? Exactly. So yes, from independence from a foreign country. That's why what makes America great. We are the only country, nation in the world that has fought other nations. Well, other countries have fought too. But at the same time, we're friends with them. They are our biggest trading partners. And if anybody's Irish, they're also English, but they would say, you know what? You guys suck. Because the Irish fought the English for how long? The IRA, the Irish Republican Army. I'm from Boston, right? To give you guys a little bit of history while I set up the charts. So what is Boston famous for? Let's see you guys as all great Americans. You guys
Tea
know
Party.
this. Yes, and what was the Tea Party all about?
Taxes.
Yes. Do we hate taxes?
We hate taxes.
We hate taxes. We hate taxes. Not all taxes, but we hate taxes. And the fact remains that, and why was Ireland so pissed off with England and the IRA bombed the English like kingdom come between the Catholics and the Protestants for years and years till Sinn Féin, Jerry Adams. Somebody says, "Oh, I'm stupid, Frank's like too smart." Yes, I am. What was the whole conflict between England and Ireland? What was the essence of the conflict, guys?
I forget that one.
Yes, because we're from Boston. We shipped arms. I'm not Irish, but I'll tell you, the biggest Irish guys know me. Okay, trust me, because I went to the best little dives in the bars in the South End, in the Southeast, like they call it. Okay, and they always knew Frankie, Frank the Tank, they called me. All right. So, what was the whole conflict about between the British and the English? Let me just give you guys an idea. Was it a religious conflict or a economic conflict or both? Because once you guys understand that, then we understand the markets.
Help me out.
Economic.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what did you say? While I'm setting up the charts, what did you say?
Economic.
Yes, everything in life is economic. Every political, and you're right, my friend. Every conflict, even the racial divisions in our country, everything, it's all economic. It is, because money talks and shit walks. Yes, it's economic, but also what? What's the other part of it? Which I ask in the question.
Religious.
Yes, exactly. Catholics and Protestants, like, oh my God, the English are Protestants, the Irish are Catholic. They're like, oh my God, it's like all kinds of garbage. And yeah, exactly. So what do we do as traders? when it comes to markets. Because right now, we have an issue in the USA. Now, we have all our beliefs. We all love America. There's no question about it. No question about it. And you know, I'm very adamant about it. I push it hard. Buy Apple, damn Samsung, dump Samsung, all that stuff. And I mean it. I am completely pro-America as long as it helps us in business. I am not in the business of saying dump everything foreign because we are a global nation. Do you guys all agree with me? Yes or no?
I agree.
Yes.
Exactly. So the reason I like the business policies and the way I don't like some of the things, by the way, about my good friend Donald. Trust me, he's from New York, and I know his CFO well. Still have his number on my iPhone, one of my iPhones, okay, from back in my Wall Street days, is the fact that he plays a lot of games, but eventually he will do the right thing when it comes to American economy and business. Now, I'm not going to go and all ask you, like, do you agree with me or not? Because some of you are like, oh, he's a complete, like, out of control guy. Yeah, he's an out of control guy. I'm a kind of out of control guy. Listen to some of my webinars. But that's okay. As long as America is prosperous, as long as we win the game, we're fine. You guys all agree with me on that, right?
Yep.
We got to
And
win.
do you guys all agree with the fact that we are a democracy? I love this chart. Look at this. We're back in the zone. This is the one I created like a couple of days ago. And I hope you guys are looking at it because this is so clueless 8. This is like so clueless 8 that you guys can all thank me after the trade is done. I'm telling you. Because everybody's freaking out. Everybody's freaking out.
I'm a little bit. Yep.
Everybody should freak out a bit. But why not just focus on the charts? Because freaking out and being scared. I was down on Friday. I kept on buying selective things. I'm not an idiot. I'm 50 plus. I sound like a 20-year-old, like frigging club goer. And I make shitloads of money. I do. But hey, that's your business how you want to change your personality and your trading habits in the way you do things. I can't change you with that. Futures up 10. What did I tell you? Could somebody remind me what I repeated on multiple charts on Friday? Multiple technical charts. What is going to happen early this week?
It's going to be a bull reversal, 24 to 48 hour.
Yes! Who said that? 24, 48 hours is the word. Now, why did I say that? Can somebody say that?
Yeah, because we went down and we went down lower than we thought we would, but we hit a level and now it's time to bounce back.
Let me just tell you one thing. There is never a time to bounce back per se. I'm pretty adamant about the fact. I don't believe in that political, not political, the philosophical things like don't wear a mask, it doesn't matter. It's a fine. I've been pretty straightforward about that, right, guys? Like wear a mask. I'm in Home Depot, Lowe's. My wife's like spending like, forget about it, okay? And doing things that's her money. Doing things like whatever. Everybody's wearing a mask in Jersey. Love it. I love it. So that's number one. Number two is something that I wanted to hear from somebody, which I will answer, is because it's happened every other time when the technicals got this to these levels. I'm going to look at a bunch of charts tonight. And on top of that, even though I was down on Friday, I nailed some huge profits on a whole bunch of stocks. And then I was down on the ones that I selectively got cost averaging. Now, let's get into that in a second. But before I get into that, let me just point out say a couple of disclosures. This session is purely for financial education, not for solicitation or advice. Gotta do it. It's the law in the US. Okay. Session will be recorded, uploaded to the Clueless Aid Trading YouTube channel. So you guys can review it. Everyone can review it at their own time. Third thing, I highlight a couple of big winners because that's the business. From a promotional standpoint on Instagram, please follow Instagram, clueless8_trading. And you'll see some of the option charts I don't get a chance to post during the day because you're dealing with the content delivery from the person who's running the whole thing, not a bunch of kids just putting out stuff out there because I'm telling them to. You guys understand that part, right? This is pure, unadulterated, straightforward alerts. You guys know that, right?
Yes.
Yep.
It's coming directly from the person who is doing his own stuff. We are not a ditto trading service, meaning like I can guide you every 5 minutes on what I'm doing, but I guide you enough. It's guidance, not advice. I want you guys to get off the tricycles and start riding the mountain bikes. And that is what the market's all about. And the people who have done that, they love it. Are you going to win every day? No. Are you going to win between 24 to 48 hours? Futures are up what? 11? Hello. I'm going to look at that in a minute. Okay. Are we going to teach you the resourceful tools, the tools? Remember, when Home Depot sells you a whatever, okay? I'm just drawing some lines as I talk to you. Are they giving you a manual? Are they saying like, oh, you take this and I'm going to send my best technician over to fix it? No, they're like, here's the instructions. You can go on YouTube. You can go on. They have the instructions right in there. Whether you want to build a dog run, whether you want to put a beautiful marble paving driveway, or not forget a driveway that you need a contractor for, but something in the back. And you're like, okay, I'm going to spend 5 hours in the hot sun. I'm going to do it. I'm going to lose some weight. I'm going to do it. That's what Clueless Aid Trading is all about. We're going to teach you the tools. We're going to give you all the tools. After that, please pick it up on your own and do it. That's how the United States of America was built. The United States of America was not built on welfare. It was built on hard work, risk, and a desire to do one thing. To better yourself, that is, make shitloads of money and then deal with helping everybody else. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Giving shitloads of money to states, to municipalities, to politicians who are pandering for votes. You think that really helps everybody? I was the PTA of one of the best, unbelievable high schools. I was the head of the parent teachers organization of a public institution. My son went to private school all his life till he entered high school. He got his butt kicked for the first 2 years. I said, wake up. And he's smart. In Jersey, McNair High School. Shout out, McNair. Okay? Named after an astronaut who, way back. There are kids from all colors, stripes, and said they all do one thing: hungry, hungry, and angry. And he came out. It's all APs, all APs. The teachers in McNair are ex-MIT professors, ex-NYU professors. You're talking brains. And you know what they do? They show them, and then they tell the kids, "Hey, do the research and come back and write the paper." No hand holding. Hello? I introduced the computer coding program at that school through my through my big talk. Actually, you know, I can talk at the school, and the kids had a coding program. My son hated it, and he freaking got A pluses because somewhere in his brain he's a math guy. Like, you know, he'd hated coding. You ask him right now, graduate out of honors program, okay, financial engineering from New York. Do you like coding? It's like, Dad, stop talking and look at me and answer me the stupid question. Coding, because that is what the world is all about. You have to know how to code. So yes, so we're not into welfare. We're into hard work, doing the thing, and not just giving away free money just to make other people happy. Do you guys agree with me on that?
I do.
Yes. Good. So that applies to trading. Straight out. Okay? That applies to trading. Straight out. We're in the business of teaching you guys how to navigate. Now, how are you going to drive that car? How are you going to drive your positions? I can't really help you because I'm not, sitting on my lap. I don't want you to sit on my lap. It's hard. I know at times. Markets just do things. Volatility actions come in. But then the charts come into play. So the good thing about the fact is I did this chart. So all of you guys have to do one thing. Remember, it's easier for me to sit down and teach a 13, 15-year-old, maybe younger, about charts than I can do with an adult. Now, why is that? Can somebody tell me? Let's see. This is the. This is
We
one
already have
second.
bad habits. But
One second.
sorry.
This is a Harvard, MIT. You want to get a job at Google type of question. Why is it so hard to ask a psychological, technical question to an adult versus a child? So tell me. Somebody tell me.
We already have our preconceived ideas where we learn the wrong way.
Preconceived notions. Okay, you answered that. Somebody else, please. Everybody answer, or else I'm shutting this webinar down.
Not as flexible in thinking.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Not as flexible in thinking.
Very good answer. Yes. Somebody next, please. While I'm telling you what the markets are going to do, somebody else, please.
Just bias to what you want to see. I mean, just got to read what it shows.
I'm sorry, your microphone's a little bit muffled. I couldn't understand what you said.
Just a young guy, he's a blank slate, so he'll be open to fresh ideas while we're.
Yes, very good answer. The next person. Because I'm going to give a one-line answer that is basically the one-line answer, which encompasses everything you guys are saying. And I'm telling you what the markets are going to do as I'm showing you. So who is missing? Victor.
Yeah, I just said, they'll be open to fresh ideas. I just gave that response.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I do apologize.
No.
So okay. This is the way it works. As adults, as we get older, what happens to us, to our brains? We collect baggage. So here's a trader answer from Clueless A Trading. And I'm no freaking genius, okay? But I've learned more about life from trading and making money after losing a lot of money. And I still lose some money, but I net win a lot, okay? Is the fact that somebody younger does not have baggage. We all have baggage. And that's the only reason, because we keep on thinking, wow, we did this, it didn't work. And we keep on doing stupid things. Yes or no?
Guilty.
Thank you. We're all guilty. As long as we're all guilty, we're good. Now, here's the best part that I love. Not only are you back in the range, futures are 8. I like 8. We're going to hit these positions. We're going to pull back. But I still believe that we're going to get to the upper end of the range, which is 30.58, which is literally 15, 40, which is 400 points higher than where we are. And I believe we're going to hit that by tomorrow. Let me put my ass on the line, because that's what I do all day long, right? And this is where we bottom. Guys, there's a lot of negative news out there. But ever anyone talk about the positive news? The fact that Boeing just got the FAA, Federal Aviation, right? What is it? FAA is Federal Aviation Association. I forget. I thought it was commission. They said, hey, we like the 737 certification. The government likes it. I always knew that. And it was a tough trade. It's always been a tough trade with huge rewards. And you know my feelings about Boeing. It's almost like I met this beautiful woman and she said, hi, what's your name? I said, I'm Frank. Let's have a cup of coffee. Want to go for a drink? She said, no. She said, no. Yes, my name is Boeing. I'm like, okay, I love it. Let's go. Let's go fly. All right? Boeing, it's good. And that itself is probably one of the reasons why the market is up 10 handles after being down 22. Boeing. Now, as a trader, this is the part I can really teach people. You got to kind of figure out like where you want to really position hard and where you just want to play a couple of small things, which the biotechs and everything, and let them fly. Let them like do whatever they want. The markets will most of the times not give you a really straightforward signal. So on that note, and your great responses, thank you for all of you guys participating. It's not for me, it's for other people to hear. That's the reason I ask these questions. Let's look at charts. So this is the I drew this just to see. I like to put markets in. Can somebody tell me what I kept on saying on the last webinar? What is the market? I know somebody will remember. I said focus on what? It starts with the M. Come on, guys. The next letter is A. The next letter is T. I kept on saying,
Matrix.
yes! Hallelujah. There is a God. Yes, focus on the matrix. So there's a lot of smarter guys than me. I'm not that smart. Believe me, I'm not. Guys, wake up on that fact. I'm not that smart. I'm not those geniuses on StockTwits and all those other services like, oh, no. All I know is I know America. I know US politics. I know game theory, which is different outcomes with different variables. I can tell you when the Fed Reserve does what might happen. Why do I know all that? Because not only because I love, I don't want to get this patriotic thing going with me, all right? But seriously, one of my traders sent me a hand decal, U.S. Army, like a hand decal, like a beautiful little. It's not a poster. It's like a cardboard thing. 5 tours in Iraq, 3 in Afghanistan, and he's my member. And I talked to him in the middle of the night. He's in Bagram Air Force Base in Afghanistan. He's out there in the green zone in Iraq. He's lost money overall. He's made money. And he's like, Frank, you're the motherfucking guy who kept me going. I said, what? I cried. And he sends me this handcrafted thing, U.S. Army. And he's beyond U.S. Army. I think he won't tell me, but I think he's SEAL. Okay? And I just got it this weekend. And he trades off his iPad and his iPhone. And he gets so pumped up because the webinars and the charts, whenever he gets a chance to see it, before he's killing the bad guys. But he's in the intelligence side, so he's more like monitoring and figuring out who they are, because they're not everybody's a bad guy. So guys, that is what gets me going. All right? And the kid is only 32. And I want him back here. Sorry about that. All right? Just wanted to let you guys know. We have members from, we don't have thousands of members. We should have. But then I wouldn't be able to manage everybody, right? But sending me texts from Iraq, from Afghanistan, DM, Twitter, middle of the night, I get, hey, what's up? I won't say his name. He doesn't want to disclose. It's like, dude, I just nailed this shit. It's like, yes, yes. So you think I care about somebody complains, oh, why is this stock down a little bit? By the way, futures are up 14 because those are the people who make me what I am. Not some wuss changing diapers and saying, oh my God, I'm down 40% on this, baby. What am I going to do? Well, go frigging fight in a war zone. Not just the war zone overseas, what about the war zone here, as in the stock markets? Do you guys understand what I emotionally, that right now I got emotional. Did you guys understand what I just said?
Yep.
Right now I got emotional. Because there are people like that, few of them. I want more of them. Okay? That make my heart just go, yes, yes. These are the people who are taking the real bad guys out. And you know what the best part about them is? They don't hate anybody. They're not into this bullshit. I shouldn't say bullshit, but all the heavy duty racial stuff that's happening in our great country. They're not into that. They're only into one thing: protecting and taking out the people so 9/11 doesn't ever happen. Because I am a 9/11 survivor. I lost 4 friends that day, and I almost got blown up. That's the way you have to think about the market and the United States of America. Okay? So I truly apologize, guys, that I got a little emotional today because I didn't want to mention him. But I hear from him once every 2 weeks. You know what really scares me? One day I won't hear anything. And then what? A flag draped? and knock on his parents' door? But I know he's coming back. All right? So all of you guys, get your little diapers together. Stop being wusses. Believe in our US stock markets. Believe in Boeing. Believe in Apple. Believe in all these great stocks that I give you guys. And stop the fear. Futures are up 12. Does that mean we're going to go considerably higher? Not really, but you know by these charts. Are you guys, by the way, more importantly, okay, I'm done with being that emotional right now, okay? For once on my webinar, I actually got emotional because of a couple of great members overseas. Anyone overseas who is fighting for our country, those are the people I truly respect, not the wussy complaining excuses that I hear. I lose money, believe me. I make 3 times back. And you know my performance. Do I want accolades? Yeah. If I was posting from Bagram Air Force Base while the Taliban were trying to like shoot us like from snipers like from 10 miles away, and those guys are pretty fucking smart because the Russians trained them. Okay, exactly. Anyone know history? Okay, the Taliban was and the original Afghans were completely supported by the Russians. All right. So the point is, they're smart. I mean, they're good. So I don't want a sniper bullet like, from 5 miles away. But the fact is, what we do is a battlefield. So, quick question to all of you. Do you guys understand these 2 blocks that I built for you guys just for you to put the market in a matrix and so you can see what we're doing? I mean, what not we are doing, what the market is doing? Come on, guys. Wait.
I think I do. Yep.
Yeah, right. So the market basically is completely algorithmic, completely black box driven, completely computerized. When you see those big, consistent 600, 700 point down days, you see consistent 700 point up days, it is machines at work. You guys know that, right?
Yep.
Good. So the question is that when it's moving that fast, do we all agree it is difficult to manage trades when things are really falling apart or when things are really going crazy? Have I not said on multiple webinars that I hate jumping on a fast moving bullet trade? Yes?
Yes.
So
Yep.
why not try to manage it? I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. Hey, real estate trading is all about honesty and straightforward, not some bullshit. Oh, here's a method. This is what you do. No. The word dollar cost averaging. Do you guys understand that word? And please be
Yes.
honest because I'm
Yes.
trying to help you guys. Okay? I'm trying to help you guys. I'm not being emotional. Now I'm being very tactical. Okay? My emotional part is over. My emotional part only applies to people that I truly respect and the people who truly connect with me. And anybody overseas fighting our wars, some of them bullshit, because those countries, some of them we're in, they're not worth protecting. Bunch of morons. Don't let me get into that. All right. So dollar cost averaging, which many of you have been in different services and stuff, and I'm not going to put anyone down. Everyone's pretty smart. They'll say never ever dollar cost average. Have you heard that before? Never. Well, let me put it this way: have you heard from other services and everything, and all, and including yourself, say never buy something that's falling?
Yeah.
You hear that, right? You hear that. That's fine. You cannot buy something that is completely going like this with no internals, anything to tell you to buy it. Here's the problem. The problem is the whole fundamental nature of the market, ladies and gentlemen, and please listen, has changed, and has changed for many years, but more so has changed over the past 2 to 3 years. And that is called volatility. So let's kiss volatility and say, I love it. Do I love volatility? No, I don't. Do I respect it? Yes. Volatility, it's called the vol movement. One of my neighbors, Indian guy, really smart. He's in the credit side. So we meet sometimes on dog walk. And he goes, Frank, the vol movement's coming. I'm like, dude, man. Because the guy is always in the vol moments. What is a volatility movement? Does it mean the markets are going higher or lower? I want you guys to, the reason I'm doing this webinar tonight, to want you to really understand like what the reality of the markets are. I can show you charts, say stocks going up and stuff, which I will. What
Doing
is a,
both.
when a credit analyst from Deutsche Bank or Goldman Sachs, he's a very, well-off, hardworking guy, not a show-off, nothing, says, I love the vol moments. What does a vol moment mean? What do you think? Does that mean the markets? I mean, it's a simple question, yes or no. Does that mean a vol moment means a market going higher or lower?
Doing both.
No, bullshit. Next person. Come on, guys, step up. This is how you learn. What is a vol moment? A volatility moment. What does that mean for hedge funds, institutional accounts, and credit markets? Credit market means the bond markets. What does that mean? A vol moment for the stock markets. What does that mean?
It means one side capitulate.
Nope. Other person?
Risk.
You're getting close. What does risk entail in equity
Uh,
markets?
Cost. Expensive.
You're getting too freaking analytical. What are you, Einstein? Come on. Seriously, come on. You're so close with the answer. You know the answer. Somebody else. And please come back with the answer when you figure out. Because you answered all the right parameters, but not. You see, I'm the kind of guy that I could meet a guy on the street and he'll be my best friend. You know what Aristotle said? You can meet the kings and the beggars, and when you can be friends with both. I simplifying his comment, okay? Learned that, knew that a long time ago from college. And you can walk with the kings and you can walk with the beggars, and they'll all be your friends. Gotta speak the simple language. The simple language. You're so close with the analytical language. What is the simple language? What is a vol moment, guys? A vol, not volume. Volatility. What is a volatility event? And you guys go through it all the time.
Sell zone,
Huh?
a selling zone.
You very close. Yeah. So what does that mean for the markets? Imagine you walked into a guy and he's like, hey, I know you're a trader. Tell me what's this volatility all about? What do you answer him? Trust me, if I ran for office, I could be a freaking president. Okay, I'm that serious. And you know that. I wouldn't want to be one. What is a vol moment? You guys are all answering the question without answering the simple answer. What is a vol moment? Somebody else, please. Zach. Zakir, my friend. What is volatility in the markets? What happens to your P&L statements and your positions during a high volatility event?
Big swing.
What?
Big swings.
You guys are such morons, man. I
Lose
swear to God.
value.
Yes! You lose money. Who said that, Zach?
Ray.
Thank you. You guys are like so complicated. I'm serious. You guys are like hardcore. Like, and I thought I was educated. You know, I got a freaking undergrad from Boston University, an MBA from Babson, rated higher than Harvard for 3 years in a row. And I'm like thinking, like, holy crap! No wonder I was so good on Wall Street, because I explain all these things in a simple way. Yes, a volatility event means you're losing money. Because there's volatility means what is volatility? Which I keep on showing you guys all the time. It's called a VIX. What happens when the VIX goes up, guys? What happens when the VIX goes up?
Market drops.
Thank you. And it means your options drop too, right?
Yes.
Good. Gentlemen, I just want to tell you something really straightforward. You guys are like way too smart for trading. Just keep it simple. When the vol moment goes up, volatility goes up, the markets go down. That means your money that you have in the market goes down. And the different institutions, hedge funds and stuff, they love volatility. When I keep on showing the VIX charts and they're moving up like from 30 to 34, and I'm showing, I'm putting out my comments and everything, which I do, it means the markets are going down. Yes? Does that mean you sell everything and run away? No. But you have to sell profits when they're higher and stick with the swing trades. Are you guys with me on that?
I get it.
Yeah. Guys, trading is like a profession. So when you want to be good at a profession, whether you're an HVAC guy, you know, I called my HVAC guy, he's like $10,000. Oh, to change the AC, like they make more money than fucking shit traders, all right? I got an HVAC guy who's one of my best friends, my brother-in-law, who's actually a financial, very successful real estate financial guy, advisor guy in Canada. His HVAC friend probably makes like, God knows what, 12 million a year. Started off just fixing AC. Okay? So that's the way it goes. So a profession needs a little bit of understanding. What I'm trying to do with you guys, straightforward. Remember, I can just go away from my service tomorrow. I could. Because the service is my real business. My real business is what I do with my own money. I do. This is a lot of work, and I love it because I get to know you guys all. That to me is humanity. That to me is life. Okay? So my point is that keep things simple. Volatility, coming down to it, I'm going to close this. Close this part. Volatility means down. Why do Wall Street and the big firms love volatility? Because they can screw you inside out, so you don't dollar cost average whatever, and the next 48 hours they take you up. Yes or no? How many times have you seen that? How many times have you seen that in the last 10 days? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yep. Too much.
Is the market a straight line up or down?
Never.
Thank you very much. So let's look at the next chart. Thank you, guys. Okay, this is what I like. We talked about this on the last webinar, and I believe there was somebody, can't remember the name, definitely want to give a shout out, who, I think it was Ed. Ed, what is
I'm
the
here.
name to scream at? You were the mofo who said about the channels, yes or no?
I think I did.
I think you did. because it's all in evidence. It's out there. So we're going to indict you. Add to prison. Hold on. Ed has known me a long time. And thank you for being back, Ed.
You're welcome.
So, anytime. So, can somebody, I'm going to just let one of my dogs in from the patio. It's freaking hot out there. It's 78 out there. Humidity in Jersey and New York today was 85%. You know what that means? That means Dubai is cool. You know, that means Arizona is cool. Like 85% humidity. I was doing this mulch and helping out the other workers and stuff. Like I like the way I was involved. And my wife's like out there like putting. I'm like, holy shit! I'm drenched, but I'm losing weight, so that's a good thing. God bless. So I want you guys to look at this chart for the next 3 minutes. Well, let one of my dogs in from the patio, and somebody step up and just look at it and tell me, aside from Ed, like what is exactly going on here, because this is what's going to make you money. I'm being very straightforward, guys. I'm not. I wish I was a real schmuck. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna make $10,000 next week. Yeah, you can if you put the right amount of money in there. Okay, but I want you to look at this chart. Look at a couple of things, including the internals, including the externals, and give me a simple explanation. Like Donald in one of his good speeches. I didn't like his last speech, by the way. Okay. I think it was so stupid. I mean, he was just repeating the same thing. I'm like, oh boy, come on, man. Let me write this for you. All right. But, like, why do you win the presidency? Because he made things simple initially. Okay. But aside from Donald, I'm talking about real estate trading. All right. Let's keep it simple, stupid. The KISS principle. So look at this and tell me a couple of things which you think should call for a reflex bounce into this week and possibly after July 4th. Can we do that, guys? Because,
Yep.
yeah, because I want you to look at that for like 3 to 4 minutes, and I'm just gonna let the doggies in, and that's it. It's very simple. Now, whether it's going to happen or not, that is in the hands of the market. But I think it's going to happen because that's what I've been doing for many years. So please look at it. I'll be back in about not 90 minutes, in 3 minutes. All right. Thank you, guys. Please look at it. I want some responses. Let's get together so you guys see what I see and why I tend to make a little bit or maybe a lot more money than other people after getting hit here and there. Why I dollar cost average, which we talked about in the last 7-8 minutes. Let's do it. Okay, 3 minutes. Hi guys. Is everyone here?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So where are my glasses? Hold on one second. Okay, I have my computer glasses on so I can see all my screens because I'm an old 90-year-old guy. So guys, I do apologize for the little absence, but when you have 4 beautiful rescue dogs and one of them is screaming because he doesn't like the webinar from the patio, he's tired of like smelling the fresh ocean air, I have to bring him back. So I do apologize for that. So first person, start off. I'll start off on the on the list. Ed, what do you see here? This is a swing chart. This is something that maintains our positions, keeps us in the game in between intraday volatility. What do you see?
We're bouncing off that channel bottom.
Yeah, and keep it simple.
Yep.
Beautiful,
So,
beautiful answer on the first one. We're bouncing off the channel bottom, right?
yep.
And this, by the way, this section is purely so you guys can understand my charts. I am a total robot when I'm trading. I scream at the screens, Like, I hate this shit, man. What the fuck? Why is this stock going down? It doesn't matter. This is what keeps me grounded. This is what keeps me bringing the money back. So, okay, channel. What else do you see?
On the inside, we got we did break down below the
Okay,
rising wedge, but we
one
our pot.
second.
Go
You
ahead. Yeah.
answered the external question, which is external meaning the chart, right? This chart was drawn months ago, right? So you answered the first question. So I'm going to ask you a second question. What do you see on the internals, which I said on the last webinar?
Well, in the internals, we did break the rising, but
Yeah,
we're
the
bottom.
uptrend, yes. And what
Yep,
is
but we're
happening here?
bottoming. We're turning here on the bottom, so we should
We should
turn
exactly.
and go back up.
It's a probability game. You know, anything can happen. But we should what?
We should turn it. We're turning now. We should turn, bounce, and go back up and get back up above and get in that blue line. We should come
Like
back up and rise above it. Yep.
we should at least get here
Yep.
to attack the red line. Correct?
Yes.
Are you guys all listening? What Ed is saying?
Yes.
Because this man is explaining exactly what I'm thinking. But this man, one day, very soon, will be, it's already a good trader, but will be a great trader and will live the American dream of being independent from working for somebody else and working for himself. Yes or no, Ed?
That'd be great. Yeah, I believe it.
It will happen. That's why we live for what we do in this country, independence. Okay. What else does somebody see? And somebody give me something negative. Like, tell me something negative. Matt. Is that Matt Mewson?
No, this is Matt Fong.
Oh, Mr. Fung, how are you? Matt Mewson,
Good.
actually, one of good to hear your voice, Matt. Matt Mewson is somebody who is coming back home to Canada from making shitloads of money in the oil fields in Saudi Arabia, and that is another Matt. Okay, that's another one of my great traders. I love him. You know, you saw his feedbacks like a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, and I think I'd hit on a couple of things. But hey, he's dealing with scorpions. He's dealing with like a desert, like out there. He's a oil engineer. Remember, we run Saudi Arabia, and those guys owe us a lot of money. Okay, sound like a Trump speech, but yeah, they owe us a lot of money. In between the Lamborghinis, Ferraris, McLarens, Bugattis, okay, and their princes' sons living in London and in New York and in Boston, driving their fancy cars. But fuck yeah, man. Pay us back. Yeah, exactly. Pay us back. Exactly. Trust me, my son's a big car guy. We have a couple of nice cars. But those guys at Harrods, anyone know what I'm talking about? Harrods, the big, like most expensive department store in London. Those guys driving the Bugattis, flashing the things with the little cute beards, stuff. I say, fuck them. Okay? I say, fuck them. Pay us back because we saved your nation against the onslaughts from Saddam Hussein. Did we do that or not, guys? Did our boys save Saudi Arabia against Saddam Hussein? Yes or no?
Yes.
Exactly. Learn. Our boys went and died for those motherfuckers. Exactly. Yes, they buy our arms. Yes, they're good friends with Donald. But yes, I don't like them. Okay. So, next person. Do you agree? Because Ed actually explained the whole thing. So, I got to put my hats up. Do you guys agree what he looked at?
Yes.
Yes. Good. Anyone else? Simon, Redline, Victor, speak up.
It looks like Stoke might double bottom.
It is double bottoming. Exactly. I believe that technicals speak bigger words than what we think, right? So yes, we can slip. Can somebody tell me where we can slip down to? That's called a gap fill. Remember, I said there was a big cup and handle. Okay, so we can slip down a little bit more. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Let's be ready for it. But when it breaks these lines, that's when we go completely negative. And then there are different levels that we have to connect with. So I don't see that. Do you guys see like that? I'm not saying the channel go to hold. I think it will. July 4th. What day is a stock market holiday? What day?
Friday.
Exactly. I don't see a crash before July 4th. Could be wrong. I've been wrong many times. So yes, exactly. So we could slip a little bit lower. And what's that number here? 1 second. That number is 2974. But if we break below that, then of course we have to be very cautious. Yes or no?
I am scared.
I don't give a shit if you're scared or not. I ask you a question. You're scared. You're scared most of
Yes.
the time, right? You must,
No,
listen.
I'm confident, but I do respect. Yep.
Yeah. So just that's the way you go. You reduce positions. You try to go short. Whatever. Now this red line here is where I draw the red line. Okay. This is the red line when things like really fall apart. What's that number on the E-minis? on the futures? What's that number, guys?
29.30.
Yeah. 2930.
Yes. So let me guys ask you guys a question. What's the really scary part about the fact about this chart that this is what keeps me going every single time? I'm just trying to teach you the way I look at things, okay? I don't care if you guys believe it or not. Every single time the markets have bottomed, even on March 23rd. How many of you, of my members, I know a bunch of them did, but on March 23rd, when the stochastics were down here, just exactly where they're going right now, look at every single time this happened, March 23rd, that you guys bought. Be honest. Honesty is setting you free. When was the last time you bought something that deep and that ugly in the market? Answer me.
Yeah, I bought Boeing down there.
Okay. Did it work for you?
Yeah, I got over a double. Yep, on the stock.
Good. I love it. Who's this
Boom.
guy? Who's this guy?
It's an Eddie guy.
It's the Eddie guy. Boeing go fucking higher. The FAA and the stupid freaking government finally said, we love the company. And the Dubais and the Arabs and all those, the Chinese too included, okay, are going to buy them. Because once they get the certification, it's done. And the Boeing certification is real. It's coming. I saw it tonight. I'm like, yes, yes. I had my work gloves on, okay? I had dirt on my face, and I'm like, yes. That one stock can make your account, which it has had for many of my members. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So anyway, so you guys all explained. So yeah, channel bottom can slip a little bit. I believe that this every single time we can slip a little bit more, but you do see how deeply oversold the market is, right? I just want you guys to just understand that. You see how deeply oversold the market is, yes or no?
Yes.
Good. Let's look at the, and then we're going to in a couple of stocks. Okay, we covered this one. See, I do apologize. I know I'm kind of weird. I can live in this zone of the matrix and all that bullshit, but I do believe in charts. Why? Because it made me money. It's kept me alive. It's kept me with a great living. Many of you will not believe it. Doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. But one day you will believe. Those who believe have to look at charts. Okay, let's look at this chart. This is the weekly chart of what's happening with the markets. That was very bad. And that was last week. That's an inverted hammer. But look what's happening right now. Let me give you the positives. Can you tell? Oh, can somebody else tell me the positive aside from Ed, Mr. Smarty Pants? Can somebody tell me what's the positive in this picture? Because there's a bunch of them. It's a pattern on the external, and I'm going to draw it for you. I'm giving the answers like right away. What's the positive in this picture on the weekly charts? They're telling you.
And the bullfrog.
I'm sorry, what?
And the bullfrog.
Can you fix your mic? I can't even hear it. I'd like to hear your answers because they're good.
Yeah, the MACD and the bull flag.
There you go. And who was that?
Victor, Arizona.
Yeah, love you, man. Wear the friggin' mask, you guys. That's Victor, guys. He's a new member. I love him. I like your comments when you DM me, And by the way, DM me, bust my chops once in a while, all right? So, Victor, thank you. Thank you. Yes, the MACD. Look at that. Gaping mouths. That's like your girlfriend or boyfriend actually liking you, all right? And a bull flag. Yes, it can go down a little bit. It's still a bull fucking flag. Are you guys with me or not? Did you hear Victor?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, exactly. What I hate about volatility is the intraday volatility. That's what screws us up because we are all human. If you got good positions, we're looking at the intraday P&L and they're down like a couple of hundred, couple of thousand. It's like, oh, what the fuck? Then we're looking at the bigger picture and it's like, wow, it looks fine. So what my point that I want to make with you all is we have to stay disciplined. Discipline is not something that comes naturally. Yes or no?
Nope, does not.
Right. Is that not right with children that we have? Well, some of you who are not married have kids because that's the real essence of life. Okay. You want to make America great? Have kids, all right? So my point is we're all weak. We look at the daily P&L and we're losing our minds when we're looking at the bigger picture. I'm showing this and that. We're like, no, everything's okay, but it makes us feel like shit during the day. Yes or no?
Yeah.
It does.
Exactly. So let's try to manage that emotional feeling because we are all in the same boat. I'm in the same boat. When I have heavy positions on multiple stocks, I have like 16 or 17 positions going at a certain time. I don't like really overload on one or not. Yes, one or two I do. Which we're going to look at today. Which one? You guys know. It starts with the S. It's not sex. It's so. What's that one? Come on, guys. S-O what?
Schrodinger.
Yeah, Schrodinger is a $200 stock. Of course, it's done well for us. But something more short term, more sexy, maybe a buyout. S-O
So
what?
no.
Yes, Sonos. I wanted to buy Sonos speakers. My wife is like, not that I always listen to her and tech stuff, but she's like, no, you can't do that. They're so freaking expensive. Yeah, they're freaking expensive. They're amazing. But you know what kept me going was my Alexa actually plays the same equal quality of music than a $600 Sonos speaker. Sonos is going to get bought out. All right, guys, let's stick to this. Yes, MACD, great. Let's look at this one. I don't like. That's your stows. It's kind of like pulling back. So let's draw one line over here. This is what I do. All right, guys. You guys can do it all the time. Come on. So this to me is kind of a breakdown, but MACD, which is the internal strength, is looking fine on the stows, even though the overall picture is coming down a little bit. But looking at the external, which is the body of the prices, it is right after this. We jump into stocks, guys. I know. Technically, are boring after a little while. So this one is like saying, okay, maybe we go down a little bit more. Do we all agree?
Yeah.
Okay, enough of markets. Well, actually, one more, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I don't even look at these charts at the end of the week if I didn't do these webinars. You know, I mean, I'll flip them over in the morning and check it out. But thank you for you guys for keeping me focused. I'm not that focused. So that's no, we already covered this. All right, let's move in stocks. Stocks. Clean this out. Erase all drawing. And let's. Okay, that's what's going to happen tomorrow. This is your short-term picture of the market called the 1 hour chart. This is what us people deal with, scalp during the day, like back and forth. Sorry, to get this thing. Okay, done. Okay, ready? This is what the market looks like right now, up 4.50, not 13, 4.50 on the futures. Do you see what I'm seeing? Do you guys see what I see?
Yep, I do.
Then replicate that on your platform, because every candle means something. We went up here, we pulled back here a little bit, but so far I can't call that bullish or bearish, but I do know one thing. When I look at the internals, that's how you're going to look at it. It says okay. The McClellan oscillator says okay. And this is what I look at. How many segments of the market are there on a 4-hour chart, guys? I'm switching there right now. I'm not like really trying to teach you like the stuff that I do well on. So how many segments of the day are there on a 4-hour chart? What is a 4-hour chart? If you
2
don't,
bars per day.
huh? 2 what?
2
Somebody,
bars in a trading day.
I can't even hear you. Somebody get some better mics, man. Seriously, microphones. Because you guys are giving such amazing answers and stuff. I can't even, it's like so muffled. Why is a 4-hour chart so important? How many segments of the trading day are there on a 4-hour chart? I just need an answer. Come on,
6.
somebody. 6, my ass. You mean we trade 24 hours in one day?
2 segments.
Yes, 2 segments. Thank you. Who said that?
Simon.
Yeah, thank you, Simon. Yeah, 2 segments. Do you guys understand what he just said?
I do.
So what are the 2 segments in time hours? See, this is the way the real trader thinks. This is the way I focus. So I'm just trying to teach you guys that stuff. And again, I'm not a great teacher, but I'm trying. So what are the 2 segments in time-wise between the market starting at 9:30 in the morning?
9:30 to 12:30 and 12:30 to 4:30.
12:30 to when?
4:15.
4 o'clock, right? 4 o'clock, right? 4:15, 4:20 for futures, but 4 o'clock, yes?
Yes.
And that was Simon?
Yep.
What the heck were you guys thinking? Simon just said the most, because he focuses. What focus? You guys are freaking traders. You don't know what 2 segments are in the market? I have to wait for Simon? Thank you, Simon, to give me the answer? Are you guys ashamed that he did that before you guys, like sitting around like trying to calculate it? Seriously, I want an answer. You guys didn't know what 2 segments of the market were. Simon, thank you so much, my friend. All right, good. So there are 2 segments to the market. 9:30 to, you said 12:30, right?
Yeah.
Right. And what happens at 12:30? And I've posted that many times on my Twitter. What happens at 12:30 away from the US markets?
European.
Thank
Close.
you. Thank you. You guys are smart cookies, man. If somebody taught me like this about trading, I'd probably be making $1 million a month. Nobody did. I taught myself, and I still do well. I'd like to do $1 million a month. In that case, I'll fire you all you guys and see you later, guys. You know, I'll just keep some of my favorite traders. It might happen very soon. I'll keep my favorite traders. I said, listen, you want to be, let's just talk one-to-one. That's it. We have what, 150, 200 people at certain times. We should have like I said, 1,000, 2,000 people based on my performance in the market. But hey, that's life. I am a terrible digital marketing online marketer. So no one really knows about us. It's fine. I don't care. But one day I'm going to turn my service off. I'm going to keep a couple of people, good friends, people like Simon. And I'm going to say, you know what? Let's trade the fuck out. Here's my screens. Let's do it. And you guys freaking wake up, all right? There are 2 segments to the market. 9:30 to 12:30, European markets close. And then 1 o'clock to 4. And between 1 and 4, there's the day traders, the Robin Hood fucking traders, excuse my French, the stupid, millennials, all that stuff, closing their positions, day trading at 3:15 to 3:30. So you get that little, volatility. Then you get the big boys coming down after 3:30, which doesn't mean much these days, but still. Are you guys with me, what I said?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So, quick question before I got to wrap this up. I can't keep on going all night. Okay. When you look at this chart on a 4-hour, Simon, please step up. Or no, forget Simon. Victor, who's Redline, by the way? Love that handle.
Jose.
Jose, like Jose Taspenal?
Yep.
Good. I want you to step up. And because if you can understand this, and I'm not testing you, I'm just asking you. When you look at this chart, do you understand what's going on? Because if you don't, I'm going to explain that right now. Because I want you to step up to the next level.
Yeah, please explain. I mean, I feel like it's gonna bounce, but your explanation would be great.
Now, let me ask you a question before I just give you my explanation. Why do you think it's going to bounce? I just want to know your thought. Jose is a new member. He's a great guy. He's a great musician, guys. Okay. And I do apologize. I haven't had a chance over the last 2 or 3 weekends to really do the sessions because of family stuff. But I'm going to do it during the week because I want to get, new people like who signed up for the ACS and all that, including you, Jose, just to keep going. So why do you think it's going to bounce up? What do you see? And then I'm going to explain it. Go ahead.
I feel like it reached that support line, and since
the which support line? This one.
the 3008.
I like that. Okay, right there. And when you look at the big picture, just like that, you see the channel, right? You see the channel? Everyone listening? Because Jose is like walking you guys through this thing. So you see the channel?
Correct, I do.
Right. See how it broke the channel, but these red lines are known as downtrend channels. But this red line, we do not want to cross. Yes or no?
Correct.
Okay, let me switch this chart to the actual S&P 500. This is good. This is good. Okay. Now this is a little bit more complicated, but still. Let me just put this. I hate these these shaded bars that Thinkorswim puts in. But whichever the case, let me do a daily. One sec. Ah, that's better. So daily says there is some big support level here, right? Right there. Right?
Correct.
So that means we can still go down a little bit more before we have this type of big bounce, right?
That is correct.
So that means we should be ready for a little bit of more downside by Monday morning, Monday afternoon, correct?
Yes.
This line, which is the internal, is basically telling us, and this part I'm just teaching you, is telling us that yes, it's coming down, but we are still kind of moving higher on these lines, yes?
Correct.
This line, known as the McClellan oscillator, for people who are not into technicals, is telling us we are getting really scared. Because minus 210 means like you're really like changing your diapers really fast, like every 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean your kids' diapers, I mean yours. Okay? So this is telling us that things are getting a little bit too scary. Now, can you guys understand when things get a little too scary, what does the market do? It has a reflex bounce and then decides to maybe go down. Yes or no?
All right.
Did you guys hear my question? Am I speaking Chinese? I mean, come on. I'm asking for a
That is
response.
correct. That is correct.
Exactly. And those responses don't, those reflex bounces happen between 24 to 48 hours. They are meant to be sold. So anything that you bought on Friday or Thursday meant to be sold when they have those 400-500 point bounces on the market. Now, if the market does go down tomorrow, I'm going to look at some selective stocks and then look to see if I want to buy them. But if we do get a big move up on Monday, it can happen. It can happen. China's industrial numbers were very good today. Boeing itself can take the market higher. We'll look at that in a minute. You want to be a seller. In the meantime, the way the market is setting up right now, before July 4th, and I will tell you, I'll stand by it because I've seen it happen all the time. Markets don't crash before July 4th. What day is the market off, guys, this week?
Friday.
Thank you.
Friday.
Thank you. So if we have a down Monday or an early down Monday, which is possible according to my chart, we're going to create something what we call a V bounce. That V bounce right here is going to be a lot of money before July 4th. Now, every day? No. But it's going to be one day between tomorrow and Thursday, because Friday is closed. We're going to have a big bounce. Now, that's the difficult part of it. Like, do you dollar cost average? Do you do this or that? So this is what I think, based on the news on Boeing chart that I'm going to show. I've shown this chart many times. I think will lead the market higher, even though multiple stocks will be lower. I don't like tech stocks right now. I showed Facebook the other day, and within 15, 20 minutes, the stock went up a bunch. I sold a bunch, I left a little, and those little that are left, I was net still positive, actually went down. I am not into the tech stocks right now, okay? Other than TCD, Trade Desk, and things like that. So Boeing, this is the chart that I kept on showing you guys. I know I get really like, oh, I'm like raising the flag by Boeing. I love this chart because I know the Saudis, the Colombians, the Mexicans, the fuck the Europeans, the rest of the world, the Indians, the Bangladeshis, they love buying Boeing, the best aircraft in the world. And the 737 certification is huge. I know you guys, most of you don't understand why Boeing went down. Okay, so what is this pattern? This one stock, in my opinion, and I'm not bullshitting, itself can take your account way higher. It's done that for many of my traders. What is this pattern? Which I kept on showing, writing. Jose, you read my tweets, right?
It looks like a big cup in the handle.
There you go. You're talking. Now you're talking. Now, these cup and handle stuff is not like fun stuff. This is real deal. This is not selling an overpriced property in Mawa and in Riverdale or whatever in Jersey or in Westchester. The guys buy the house at like 800,000, 1.2 million, and then 2 weeks later they're losing money. All right, this is the real deal. And let me just show it. Erase all drawings. Get a pen. Get a yellow. Okay. It is a complex head and shoulder. But yes, if we break 155, all my bets are off. I might short, I might just take the loss, like boom. In the meantime, does everyone see what Jose, you're the one who said cup and handle?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does everyone see this?
I do.
It's a cup and handle with multiple trades that we have done on what we call the inverse head and shoulder. And this was our biggest winner in back in June during coronavirus COVID-19. Nuts. Now, will Boeing do this? I would like you to do it. I want that stock to go up to 225. Will this news move the stock big time? I believe it will do. I don't control the markets. The only thing that's going to stop it from go to 225 from where we are, 170, which means you're going to make 800% on your money, is the hedge funds fucking around with us. Because those hedge funds, not mutual funds. Mutual funds are good people. Hedge funds are bad people. Okay? Just remember that. They're bad people. They love to short everything US. They're a bunch of schmucks. They're criminals. And they use algorithmic high frequency trading programs to screw everybody. Do you guys understand that about trading? Do you guys understand that about trading?
Yep,
That
I do.
yeah, exactly. Trading is not about like nice people. There's people who want to take your money away from you. There are people like me who are trying to help you to make money because we know what those bastards are. They're all Americans. But then there are Putin's people too, and Soros, the big time socialists. Those guys are also hardcore trying to screw our economy by shorting our stocks. So there's Boeing. Let's look at Sonos. You guys are the best, man. You're still listening to me. Okay. Sono. Now, this is stock I should have bought way down, but I'm an idiot. I don't know that. Hello. Like, really, hello? What's going on? Does this stock look like it's about to crash? Yes or no?
No.
Now, if you don't own it, then first of all, you haven't made money, because we did, because we bought it like slightly below 14. We didn't buy it here. I could be a liar and say, hey, I bought it at 6 and now it's at 15. Like, oh my God, I'm so cool. No, I'm not that cool. All I know, I bought the calls. My average cost was 87 cents. They went to $1.50. I'm a simple guy. I'm like, thank God. And it's going higher. And I bought some common. Now, let's look at the weekly. Now, there's a big talk that Apple might buy them and this and that. I don't know. All I know is the stock, in my opinion, on a swing trade going to July and August, and we have the July calls, as you guys know, is going to $18 based on chart. Does anyone disagree with this chart? Look at that candle. Look at that candle. Does anyone disagree with the chart? You can disagree with me. Do you
Nope.
disagree with the chart?
I
Then
do
why the heck
not.
are you? Then why the heck are you guys not all in it? Exact. Okay, it's called baggage. Your 5-year-old will look at this chart and say, Daddy, I like the chart. Let's buy it. Am I making sense?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Trust me. Sometimes give you a couple of thousand, whatever you're trading, 100,000, 5,000, 50,000 to your child. They'll make more money than you do because you're full of baggage. Now, what do we love about it? Look at this candle. That's like a man, woman meeting their partners for the first time. The passion, the love. And then the years go by and then that candle goes down, right? Right?
Red candle.
Yeah, exactly. But sometimes a red candle where you still maintain the position, right? Exactly. That's the way it goes. Look at this fucking volume. What the heck is going on? Listen, in the old days, it was all about volume and price. Well, let's apply it here. And on top of that, you got this. It's like Baywatch. Remember Baywatch? Pamela Anderson, right? It's like Baywatch. It's a little shark. Like, hello, let's jump in. These stochastics are great. McLaren's like saying, a yawn. I don't know what's going on. I'm not giving that much credence to that. I'm giving credence, more weighting to this and this. Now, is it possible that everyone and their grandmothers are in Sonos? I don't think so. When was the last time you took a dog for a walk on a neighbor and said, hey, do you know Sonos? And the person's like, what's that, your new girlfriend? Or your new boyfriend? Like, could be a Greek boyfriend called Sonos, I don't know. Okay? No one knows really Sonos. Am I right or wrong? Okay, you guys are all sleeping.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because Sonos is not a household name. They're a high-end speaker company with a music channel, which I didn't even know. I did some heavy-duty research on it over the last couple of days. I'm like, whoa. And if my wife allowed me, I could do it. But, how am I going to hide a Sonos speaker, which sounds so amazing? She'd be like, hey, where's all the great music coming from? Oh, don't worry, honey. That's my new girlfriend, Sonos, okay? So I don't have a Sonos. I have my Alexa. I have my Bose speakers. Bose is great. I'm sure some of you have it. And from years ago. So something big is going on. All right, one more stock. Somebody throw it to me. I got to wrap up. Please throw it at me.
Yuri.
URI, right?
Correct.
United Rentals. United Rentals is very dependent, very, very dependent on the oil industry and on American infrastructure. I am very bullish on Yuri. I believe one can buy it and buy it as long as the stock is trading over 131. I believe that the infrastructure bill is going to get hammered out between the Democrats and the Republicans. And this on a weekly basis for somebody who's thinking slightly longer term, okay, is a bull flag. Not making it up, just showing you a huge pen. Okay. Honestly, I've done so well, but I've missed so many of these powerful United Rentals and this and that since March 23rd. But honestly, if I wasn't running a service, I would be buying a lot more of the companies, but I have to like work for you guys. I really do work really hard for you guys, honestly. You know that. And if I just was just on my own, just trading, I'd be just buying a couple of contracts, like 2, 3 contracts here, come all the way down here, and I had a heck of a lot more money in my pocket. And I did well since the March 23rd thing. But honestly, just working for you guys and stuff for the small monthly fee you give me, sometimes I'm like, man, that's fucking not worth it. Because it takes so much time away from my own stuff. But I love you all right? Just so you understand. So Yuri is to me on a bull flag basis, a bull flag. As long as it holds these levels, 135, 140, 130 thing. I think it goes like this. The infrastructure bill is coming. I believe President Trump will introduce and push it through. Very important for the elections, whether the Democrats want to push it through or not, but they're into it too. And I believe that's going to be one point that they can actually reconnect, which will be very good for the country. But on a short-term basis, yes, the stock did pull back sharply on a weekly basis, but on a longer-term basis, it is a very bullish chart. Does that make sense?
It does.
And who was that?
Red line.
Okay, red line. Somebody else throw in a stock, like please, like some hot stock, whatever. Let me just show you one of my biotech stocks that I like a lot. You know, I've talked about it before. It has been a great winner for me over a period of time. Short term, yes, sometimes I'm down on it, this and that. Alteryx. Guys, these are the companies that no one talks about. These are the companies you guys need to have some money. I believe you guys should have some money on. Does this chart looks like it's actually breaking down? Does this chart looks like a bullish chart? I'm just asking.
Looks good.
Does this chart looks like many people own it?
Nope, I do.
Exactly. Just answer the freaking $1 million question. Number one, I do. Most people have no idea what Alteryx is. Okay. This is the ultimate biotech cloud-based company. And this candle on the weekly went up to 168, went down to 153. Do not be scared. This candle is a bullish engulfing, a bullish inside day hammer. You see the hammer? Head of the hammer? Believe me, I was using hammers a lot today, okay? While I was helping my wife. So this is bullish. What's the upside? I believe 180, 200, a lot. because no one talks about it. And I believe somebody's going to buy it. Let's do this. Oh, I already did that. So 171. So if you get 9 points on it, you want to take some profit, that's fine. Here's the problem. The options are very not non-sticky. That means the market manipulators move the options very slowly, right? People who are in it, they know that. Sit tight. Try to get the money in the middle. Buy out a month, 2 months out. Something big is going to happen. This is billions and billions of dollars. When was the last time anybody saw a candle like this based on this stock? Can somebody tell me quickly, please? Quickly, please. I'm just going to zoom in. So just to help you guys. Whoops. Just trying to teach guys. Seriously, I'm tired. Daily. More you understand candles, the more you're going to make money. Telling you right now. Candles give you volumes of information. Okay, I just highlighted that. When was the last time you saw a candle which was 138 to 167? That's $30. When was the last time you saw a candle like that? Come on, quick guys, please.
May 4th.
I'm just going to show it to you. Yes, you're probably right. Thank you. Here, here, here. This is a much smaller one. And this is the big daddy of all. Yes or no?
Boom.
Yes.
So here's a simple question. Let's keep it simple because I'm clueless 8. I'm not some genius, other trading services that you guys all follow. I'm really not. But I'm smart in life, in trading. What happened every single time these candles happen? What happened to the price of the stock?
Up, up, up.
Yes, after being up, then pulls back a little bit, right? After being up 2 weeks, pulls back for 2 weeks, up, maybe pulls back for another week. I don't know. But eventually, where does it land up? Higher. Because this is what the institutions buy. They move it up, then they sell a little bit just to scare the living daylights of us all little minnows, little fries. We are. So they all freak out like, oh my God, the world's falling apart. They don't follow the internals, which are still going higher. And boom, right after these are all bullish candles, these red ones, Chinese firecrackers, July 4th, Pennsylvania crackers. These are all hammers, even though they're red. And then boom. So you sell like, oh my God, it's all falling apart, because you didn't buy when I told you guys to buy. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Now, last stock. The stock, in my opinion, is I said that from day one on the IPO. It's $100 stock. It almost went to 100. Schrodinger. Like I said, and somebody don't call me a racist ever, because I'm an equal opportunity New York racist. Sounds like an old Jewish name from Brooklyn. Like, hello, come to Schrodinger's. I'd like to feed you some very nice roast beef. Okay. Some corned beef. Okay. All right. Nobody knows about it. I told you guys to buy that IPO. I'm the one idiot who should have held every single one of my stocks since IPO day. Still did well. Told you guys to buy it at 26, 27, 28. Where is the stock? 92. How long did it take? February to June. How would you like that to give a present to your wife, your dog, your boyfriend, your grandma, your mom, your dad? So, Dad, I just want to buy you 100 shares, 50 shares, 10 shares of Schrodinger. He's going to say, what is it? I don't know. It's a roast beef company in Brooklyn, in Coney Island. Bioanalytics. What was the first day, if anyone remembers? I said, buy this. Who's invested in it?
No, I am.
I am.
No, but who was really the seed money for this company? I mentioned it
Gates.
many times. Thank you, Bill Gates. Bill Gates is a moron. Yeah, he's a real moron. The man who actually put America on the map is a moron. What does it do? All these great companies creating the new drugs, they are the computer. I'm making it really simple. It's like I'm up in somebody in New Jersey or like in Brooklyn, whatever. It's like, hey, what's Schrodinger's? Hey, it's a company that it is not creating the new drugs, but they're the bioanalytics companies creating the software with Google, another greatest company in the world, to run those programs at 100,000 milliseconds a minute or whatever to come out with the results of what the drug development program should be. Do you guys understand what I just said? Yes, maybe.
Yep. Disrupting.
Yeah, of course, disruptive. Clueless 8 trading is disruptive in their own way, how we look at things. Disruptive technology. Tesla is disruptive. Tesla is going to $1,500, $2,000. It's disruptive. And I drove a Tesla like 2 times in my life. I hated it. Stupid cars. But they're disruptive. It's not about the car. It's about the technology. Exactly. But that's not the answer. The answer is that they are creating the processes to make the great COVID-19 drugs, the cancer treatment drugs, and all that happen in reality. Do you guys understand what I just said? Okay. I don't care if you understand or not. Okay.
Yep. Thanks.
Yeah. You know what my motto is? Make America smart again. Because we're dumb. We're dumb. We're the dumbest nation in the world with the smartest people in the world. All right? Look at our kids. They're dumb. Thank God not my son. Looking at Beyonce's butt and Jay-Z and whoever. I shouldn't pick on them. They'll fucking sue me. All right? And knowing every stats in every ball game does not make America great again. What makes America great again is kids who actually have a passion to be another Bill Gates. On that note, I rest my case. Let's have a great week. Futures are slightly down. It's going to be initially down, but I believe we're going to end up higher. Feel free to DM me, and thank you for being here tonight, guys. I got to go sleep. Good night. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Thanks, Ray.